If there's one thing I've learned over the last couple of years, it's that everyone's attention spans are absolutely cooked. Social media and fast-paced entertainment has poisoned a lot of our brains into needing constant stimulation at every turn we take. This poison not only affects the way we approach everyday life, but also the way we approach the very media that is responsible for causing this problem. And yes, I say us because I'm affected by this too. Whenever experiencing a game, a show, or film that is slow-paced, people often view that as an inherently bad thing. And this is no more apparent than in the many criticisms of Rockstar Games' masterpiece, Red Dead Redemption 2. Thanks to the billions of dollars generated by GTA Online, Rockstar was able to craft an open world so full of life that horse genitals shrink in cold weather. The entirety of Red Dead Redemption 2 was crafted with a design philosophy based completely around slow pacing and immersion. You want to pick something up? Well, you're gonna have to actually pick that thing up with a full 2 to 3 second animation. You want your horse to control well? You're gonna have to take time to feed and clean it. Hell, you have to feed and clean yourself too, because if you don't, Arthur's gonna suck to control. At times, Red Dead 2 feels less like a video game and more like a simulation. This game is unapologetic about the fact that it takes its time, and many people paint that as a negative for this game. Not me though, I love it. Red Dead's slow pacing is less of a fault in video game design and more of a fault in yourself. I know how that's gonna sound, but just hear me out for a second. A common point that a lot of people make about Red Dead 2 is that it takes its immersion too far. There's too many instances where you're riding your horse, too many long animations, and too much micromanaging. Sure, other games might teleport you to your next objective, have looting be instant, and have zero micromanaging, but is that better or just more convenient? What dictates whether a mechanic is good or bad? If I cook a meal that takes an entire week to finish, does that make it a bad meal? Well, that depends on your situation, right? That depends on your personal preference. I'm not gonna sit here and yell at you for not enjoying Red Dead 2's slower bits because it's actually very reasonable, right? People have families to care for, audiences to entertain, and 9 to 5 jobs to attend to, so it's completely understandable that you may not have the time or patience to play a game like this. I'm not here to tell you what to think, nor am I here to deny that Red Dead 2 is a slow and boring game, because in all honesty, I was the same way for a long time. When Red Dead Redemption 2 was revealed back in 2016 or so, I remember being very excited for it because I grew up playing the original on my Xbox 360. But when the game actually came out in 2018, for some reason I just couldn't get into the flow of it. And it was because of the fact that it was such a change of pace. I kept restarting it over and over again. Like, I swear I've played through chapter 1 like 10 different times. But it wasn't until I started to meet the game on its level when I started to enjoy it. Look, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a slow game. It is. It's a very slow game, and at times, it's very, very boring. However, it's good to be bored sometimes. There's an art in slowing things down, and it's an art that's kind of been lost to time because of the internet. If you rush through a story-based game like Red Dead Redemption 2 or The Last of Us, for instance, you're inevitably going to miss a lot of the nuance and subtlety that's baked in it. And that subtlety is pretty much the entire appeal of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's why Rockstar throws so many obstacles in your way when it comes to rushing this game. This game is made for people that appreciate that. It's made for people that embrace the minor details that would fly over the heads of most people, and that's why I love it so much. I love riding my horse from one place to another because it gives me time to clear my mind, and the dialogue that happens during those scenes of horse riding give a lot of insight into the story. I love having animations for every item you pick up because it makes the world feel like an actual tangible place rather than just a video game. And I love the micromanaging because it forces me to think more critically. Basking in the slow moments makes the intense moments hit so much harder. And as cheesy as it may sound, doing that is actually healthier for the soul. You can gain a deeper appreciation of life if you just sit down in your room and do nothing for like 5 minutes. It's nice to do nothing sometimes, or in Red Dead 2's case, it's nice to do things slower. It's nice to pick things up when you want to pick them up. It's nice to feed and clean yourself. It's nice to care. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't a game made to constantly spike your dopamine. It's a game made to extinguish your need for it. And in the current landscape of the world, we could all use a little bit more of that.